Hello and welcome to Jill Cameron Creations.
Hello. It is 2020. Woohoo! And it is time for the January Hedgehog Hollow kit. And I am so excited about this one. This is so stinking cute. And I had so many ideas pouring out of me that I actually sat down and sketched a whole bunch of stuff. So I am super excited. Okay. So, as per usual, let's take a look. This is the tiny little sentiment set that is with this, and this is called Aim High. It is currently pitch black outside while I'm doing this. So, if you see me like picking this up, it's so I can actually read what's on here under my glasses because, well, I'm going blind. So this one says, all the sentiments on here. The moon is the first milestone on the way to the stars. Without the dark, we'd never see the stars. Never stop looking up. You are my sun, my moon, and all of my stars. Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. Look at the stars. Look how they shine for you. And good luck. And as you can see, that's a little itty bitty stamp set. Then we have the stencil that is included with the kit. Bunches of stars in different shapes, starbursts, moon shapes, different size stars. And then we have Just a Phase stamp set. And it has all of these beautiful moons. And this actually will fit on the bottom of this perfectly. This fits inside of here. This will sit inside of here as well. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful stamp set. Sending love, thinking of you. It's a sign we were meant to be together. It's written in the stars. Fly me to the moon. This too shall pass. It's just a phase. And then we have given direction. And these are all astrological, mappy kind of symbols. Star bursts. Absolutely love these little diamonds and all these different sizes here. This looks like fireworks to me, and it's two different size stamps. So this one, let's see, these two, and these two. This one doesn't have like a partner stamp. The diamonds go with this. And then we have the piece de resistance to the moon and back. Big background stamp that looks like watercolor and a splat. I love you to the moon and back, over the moon, out of this world. And next time you think of beautiful things, don't forget to count yourself in. Absolutely love these stamps. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So let's get to creating.
Okay, so I'm going to warn you now that I was listening to really loud rock music. I was actually listening to Motley Crue when I was recording this video. So you might see me dance a little bit. You might see me snap my fingers a little bit. I was jamming when I was making this card. I have one lesson that I learned while I was making this card as well, other than the fact that dancing and card making don't necessarily go together. I would have used a bigger blending tool than what I used here. I used one that was clean at the time, but I probably would have used a dome sponge or a bigger blending brush or a regular blending tool. That's what I'm taking away from my background here, but it still worked, and I love the results of it. It just took a lot longer than I thought it would. What I did was I used a cloud edge stencil from My Favorite Things, and I ink blended Dusty Concord and Worn Lipstick. And I did the edge where it was really, really, really dark, and then I went back in with the color and went back over it to kind of soften and give color and blend it together and make it look like one seamless. It looks like a hot mess right now, but like your Copic coloring or anything that you do, make sure that you finish it and let it dry before you determine whether or not you like it. A lot of times, especially with distress inks, they look a lot different after they dry and they set. And the other thing that you can do with a distress ink is, of course, you can splatter the background and get it to lift some of that color up in different places, and it looks beautiful after that. I did not have to do that in this case. Also, I wanted to point out that I did not take my brush to my ink pad. Instead, I smushed it over on my media mat right beside me and picked up the ink. For me, that works better with these soft bristle handle brushes. If I was using like a sponge applicator, like a domed one, or like one from just a plain flat one, like one of the round ones, then I would probably have gone directly to my ink pad. That was the background panel that I worked on. Now I'm going to use the main image, and it's one of the moon shapes and from the Hedgehog Hollow January kit, Any Given Direction. And I absolutely love this kit, as you could tell in my intro. It just absolutely spoke to me as soon as I opened it and saw it and saw the sneak peek that the design team got. I was just in love with it. Sorry, my big old head got in the way there for a second. This moon has these dangly down bits that you can add to it. Now what I'm doing is I'm stamping this in Copic friendly ink on Nina Solar white cardstock, and I'm going to put it on a pick scan mat for my silhouette, and I'm going to die cut it. I like die cut images. I'm generally not a fussy cutter. It's just something I don't enjoy doing and never have. And I love the pick scan mat feature of my silhouette. You just take a picture of the image with the paper on the mat, and then you take the picture and upload it into Silhouette Studio and trace it, and you can put the border around it so it actually looks like it went through your die cut machine. Absolutely love that feature of Silhouette. And now what I'm doing is I just taped it back into the hole that I cut it out of. And the reason I did that is because it's a lot easier to manage than just that little image. And I have found that with Silhouette, it's a lot easier to actually cut just a black and white image out and get a really good cut and a really good read than it is to color the image in first and then cut it out. So I'm just taking some bright jewel toned colors that are going to go with the background, and I'm coloring in this moon shape. While I'm coloring, let's talk a little bit about what's been going on. I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas and holiday season, and I hope that you had an amazing new year. It is when this video goes live, I think it'll be on the 7th. I'm pretty sure it's the 7th. I have a sick kitty cat. If you follow me or friends with me or anything on Facebook, you know that I have 2 kitty cats and a dog, and my eldest kitty is about 15 now. No, I take that back. She's 14 and a half. I don't need to make her any older than she is, but she's lost a lot of weight and a lot of muscle tone, and she's been kind of sickly, and taken her to the vet a couple of times, and she has arthritis in her hips really bad, but other than that, we can't find anything wrong with her. And so if you have your pets or anything like you have those furry kids, you know that it's hard because they can't tell you what's wrong and or why it is. And then I have Jessie Pup, and I believe she smells like a loaf of bread most of the time, so I believe she's having a little bit of a yeast problem that I'm gonna have to take her to the vet this week to see what we can do about that. And I am couch shopping. Don't ever buy furniture. It's just a horrible, horrible thing to have to go do. I have in my head what I really, really want, and I can't find it around here. And so I think I'm going to have to end up driving about an hour away to see if I can find some furniture. The problem with that is I have nothing to haul it back in. So I don't know what I'm going to do. Quick side note, back to the coloring really quick. If you noticed a second ago, I looked at my marker and it was really, really shiny on the brush tip end, and I took off the other cap end. That's to keep it from going bloop on me and spreading ink everywhere and doing a big ink blot all over my paper. It's something about when you take that back end cap off, it equalizes the pressure within the marker itself, and it just keeps it from messing up. I don't know what it is, but it works. So I did it again with this one as well. The colors that I used on this are from the BG series and from the dark V series. I kept them very, very jewel tone, but also kind of very muted at the same time. I also leave the big center design there. I kept that very white, and I go over that a couple of times with a new glitter pen that I tried from scrapbook.com that I absolutely love, and I like it more than I like the other two brands that are really popular out there, like the Wink of Stella and the was it from Nuvo, I think, is the other brand that's really popular. And I like it better because this glitter doesn't really have any color to it. It's kind of like iridescent, and that's it. And it's super, super fine. And so I really did like that. And they did send that to me to try. And give a review on and all that stuff. And I did that on another video. Anyway, so really liked that. This Hedgehog Hollow stamp set, as you saw in the beginning, is themed very much for encouragement. So that's where this card is an encouragement card. I end up with, "This too shall pass, it's just a phase, sending love." And so many of my friends and so many people out there have kind of told me that over the past 6 months, 7 months, because of the craziness in my world. And it's very true. It is just a phase and it will pass. And so this really, really did speak to me as I was making this card. I am going to do some white heat embossing over here and put the sentiment in where the moon curves in there, and I just stamped that down. And don't forget that on this especially, you would want to make sure that you give the background, either you're going to dry it with a heat tool, or you're going to let it set for a couple of hours and make sure that it's completely 100% dry before you even attempt to do the background on any embossing or anything on that. Embossing powder will stick to it and it won't look good, so definitely want to make sure that you do that. The next thing I'm going to do is splatter this with some Perfect Pearls. And I had this bottle, I bought it as a set, but I have used the bottle, and now I just made my own mixture of Perfect Pearls. I took the powder, put water in it, and I'm just reusing the bottle. And literally just using it to flick the stuff on there. I think when I picked up, I went to go look to see what other colors of Perfect Pearls I had, and I was going to do another color over it, and I pulled out that, because I was thinking I was going to do like a gold, but I did not like that gold with these colors. It just did not look good. So I said, nope, we're not going to do that. And here I am putting that shimmer pen on there. And I have a picture of it at the end of the video where I caught it really, really well. And you know how hard it is to catch shimmer on video. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pop up this moon image on the front of the card here, and then I will put the card panel on a top folding note card. Don't forget to head over to the Hedgehog Hollow and pick up your monthly kit. She has a couple different ways that you can purchase your kit. You can do a 1 month subscription or a 6 month rolling subscription for it, so you never miss a kit. And absolutely adorable things. And there's a couple different stamp sets, a stencil, and in the kit itself is also some papers, some envelopes that you get every month for your card kit. I did need to put some teeny tiny little pieces of foam tape on the bottom of this, and I did pull out, this is some old foam tape that I have, and it's mini pop dots, I think from Stampin' Up is what those are. And I'm pretty sure they still sell those, so if you know of a Stampin' Up demonstrator, you have those, or you can just cut some up, but I had them, so I went ahead and used them. I put this on a gray top folding note card, and I just used some liquid adhesive from Nuvo Deluxe Adhesive and put this on there. And then I also add some moonstones at the end. I call them moonstones. Some companies call them ice. Some companies call them, I don't know what else. A couple different things. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell up there, and so you never miss a video. And head over to my blog. All the products I used are listed below in the description. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave me some love. And I hope to see you again soon. Thanks so much for joining me today. Don't forget to head over to the Hedgehog Hollow and pick up your monthly kit today.